Enemy child on the track.
The champ is here.
Enemy Child Entertainment.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy DJ Enemy Child back with Hip Hop Weekly, the Enemy Hour. Big shout out to everybody. I hope everyone had a great Christmas, a great holiday, and a great upcoming new year. Definitely a lot of news that I got to talk about. I definitely been slipping. The holidays have killed me. I will definitely be on a weekly schedule come 2016. Thursday nights and Sunday nights for the Sunday Night Stew. Also, just go check my Twitter. I will have updates again. Twitter.com/DJ Enemy Child, and I will let you guys know when those shows will be posted. Be the first person to listen to it, download it, share it, love it, listen to it, let everybody know. So definitely, I have a lot of stuff tonight to talk about, and we're going to get right into it. So the first story comes from Hip Hop DX. Jadakiss celebrates Jay-Z's business evolution. You look at dudes like Hove, a drug dealer that turned into an incredible iconic figure, a businessman with his hands in all kinds of things. Jadakiss says during an interview with Rolling Stone's Off the Clock. That's what you're supposed to do. That was the past, now you use the rap game as a stepping stone to do other things. Jadakiss is applying the same approach for Juices for Life Juice Bar. He and fellow Lox member Styles P own and operate in their Yonkers, New York hometown. Jadakiss says he picked the location because it's where everyone he knows and loves lives. Our whole life has been nothing but fast food chains and pizza shops and, liquor stores, things like that, says Jadakiss, who adds that he grew up with the staff and wanted to create jobs in his neighborhood. So it was very important to put one in our hood to start here. So as he promotes his Top 5 Dead or Alive album, which is released November 20th, Jadakiss says he's also working on getting into voiceover work. So that's cool. I'm glad that Jadakiss is definitely venturing out there on the business tip. He definitely is an iconic rapper, and I wish him the best. I hope that this takes off for him and it's a good look for him. So I'm excited about this next story. It's about Ghostface Killah, and he provides an update about the MF Doom joint album. According to Ghostface Killah, MF Doom wants to release their joint album in February. While speaking with Let'sLinkRadio.com, Wu-Tang Clan spitter Ghostface Killah rattled down the list of projects that he's currently working on or is hoping to release in the near future. Among these projects is a follow-up to Supreme Clientele, which the rapper says he's currently finishing up. He adds that the project will be a monster for all the real rap heads. Ghostface Killah later revealed that MF Doom wants to release their joint project in February 2016. The album is tentatively titled Doom Starts and has been in the works for over a decade. Finishing up Supreme Clientele, Ghostface Killah says this is going to be a monster to all the real rap heads. I'm proud of this project. I just hope everyone and all the samples get cleared. And then they'll see what I'm talking about. I just got a bunch of things going on. The Woo-Goo project, we got music on this Woo-Goo project right here. We're going to be releasing every month. I talked to Doom's people. Doom is ready, so he said he wants to drop that in February. Ghostface also offered details on one of his newest projects, Woo-Goo. Woo-Goo, for all those who don't know, it's the new dynamic sticks, he says. You got the hash oils inside the sticks, real clean oils, but basic. It's the pen. We got the best scientists behind it, especially with the Speak-N-Ease, the best weed, the best oils. It's clean. It ain't dirty. It's organic. And I think that we all can make a lot of noise here with this. We got a new product. We've got, I think it's going to be the next step. So definitely be on the lookout for Ghostface Killah's projects. Definitely excited about that Supreme Clientele follow-up album and the MF Doom joint. And be on the lookout for that. So this next is according to MTV 10 Best Hip-Hop Albums of 2015. Now, I'm just going to read it. I'm not necessarily going to agree with it all, but it is what it is. You guys formulate your own opinions. Let me know on Twitter, twitter.com/DJEnemyChild. Hit me up. Let me know your top 10 albums of the year, or even let me know your top 3. It doesn't matter to me. So number 10 on the MTV top best hip albums of 2015. We got Testo and Youth, Lupe Fiasco. Number 9, Sherm Life, Ray Schmurda. Number 8, Summertime, 06, Vince Staples. Number 7, Surf, Donnie and Trumpet, The Social Experiment. Number 6, the album About Nothing, Whale. Number 5, DS2 Future. Definitely a good album, I like that. Number 4, Rodeo, Travis Scott. Number 3, Dark Sky Paradise, Big Sean. Definitely a fan of that. Number 2, if you're reading this, it's too late, Drake. I definitely can vibe to that album. Like a lot of the tracks on there. Definitely a good one. And number 1 album, according to MTV, for the best hip-hop album of the year is To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick Lamar. Definitely a great album. I do agree with that. So, let me know. Hit me up on Twitter. Let me know your top 3, top 10. It doesn't matter. I don't care. And we'll discuss it. So this next topic that I have, I wasn't even going to talk about, but she hasn't been in the news for a long time, so we're just going to go with it. The fancy rapper, Iggy Azalea, updates us on Digital Diamond album. We're all excited, I bet. Iggy Azalea took to Twitter this weekend and gave us an update about her forthcoming Digital Diamond album. While answering questions from fans, she says that the lead single will be Team, which she previewed in a video post. Lead is team, she writes, meaning I've got my own back, I am my own team, 20% meaningful, 70% bop, 10% ratchet. Azalea says that the production on Digital Diamond is done exclusively by the group Drugs, and she's going a completely different direction on this album than 2014's The New Classic. Time for some new vibes. We did all that TNC to death, she writes. Things are less pop on D&D than TNC. She says in another post, Iggy Azalea says that she is done recording the album and is now waiting for features and live instruments. There is no release date set for Digital Diamond. So I hope you all are anticipating that album coming out. I know I'm not. She did make quite a bit of noise in 2014, but hasn't come out with anything since then, and she's gotten a lot of flack. She's definitely said things that she probably shouldn't have, and it definitely put a damper on her career. But, you know, she did it to herself, and hopefully she can recover with this, you know. There's not many chick rappers out there right now that I'm hearing that are doing anything, so hopefully she can come back with some decent music that will get people back to liking her, and just have her stay off of Twitter and not say anything stupid, because that's what she does best, in my own opinion. For the love of God, Iggy Azalea, please stay off of Twitter. I'm just saying. So we're going to get into another story. Crazy Bone reveals that Chasing the Devil is a 3-part album. Crazy Bone also says that he's developing a new R&B singer. Crazy Bone is still alive and kicking when it comes to putting music out, and he isn't slowing down. Recently sitting down with Vlad TV, Bone Thugs and Harmony rapper says he's adding more music to his recently released LP. I'm trying to finish up this 3-volume album, he says when he asked about what he's working on. Chasing the Devil has 2 more installments, a volume 2 and a volume 3. I am looking to get them out next year. Also during the interview, Crazy Bone says that he's been working on developing a new R&B artist and how his career has changed since it began in the 1980s. And you can go check that on Hip Hop DX and enjoy that interview. So we got a story with a game that does not involve stitches, surprisingly. The game ordered to pay $3,000 to 40 Glocc. The game has finally been brought to justice for beating up 40 Glocc in July of 2012. According to the report
by mynewsla.com, Los Angeles Superior Court found the game guilty of battery for his role in the altercation with 40 Glocc outside the Hollywood Hills party and ordered Game to pay 40 Gloccs the total sum of $3,000. The actual representation of a loss for 40 Glocc, who sued the game for $4.54 million in 2013, citing a variety of damages including PTSD. So this is the breakdown. $500,000 for pain and suffering, $500,000 for emotional distress, $2 million for punitive damages, $25,000 in medical expenses, and $750,000 for lost earnings, which I find that hard to believe. On September 25th, the judge presided over a non-jury trial before taking the case into consideration. 40 Glocc testified that the game not only jumped him, but placed a gun next to his forehead. The judge found his testimony unconvincing. The court finds the plaintiff's total disregard for the truth while testifying results in his failure to carry his burden of proof on all causes of action except for undisputed battery, wrote the judge in a 3-page ruling. Plaintiff testifies of the suffering with post-traumatic stress disorder as a result of the defendant's battery and is not because the prior violence in his life total lacks credibility. Due to 40 Glocc's total disregard for the truth, the game has emerged victorious. He is not out of the woods yet. The next phase of the trial is to be determined whether he owes 40 Glocc any punitive damage and is set for January 14th. So that'll be real interesting to see what happens if he gets any of the punitive damages. I really don't think that he should get any of the punitive damages. But, again, that's just my opinion. What do you guys think? Let me know on Twitter. I don't know if you guys had even seen what had happened back in the day. Again, this was back in 2012. Supposedly, he ran up on him, started beating up 40 Glocc. I didn't know anything about a gun putting to the forehead. But, again, obviously the judge found him that not to be true. Or, didn't want to give him any kind of credit for that. So, good luck, 40 Glocc. Hope you get your punitive damages. And, game, you made it out lucky for that one. So, best of luck to the two on January 14th. So, Fetty Wap is going to launch his own emoji pack. Fetty Wap continues to infiltrate all aspects of popular culture in a bit of an effort to type out, "Hey, what's up? Hello?" But the catchphrase now comes in a singular emoji, along with 60 others inspired by the Patterson rapper. Fetty Wap, now available at the App Store in all of the one-eyed glory. The official Fetty Wap emoji pack contains plenty of emojis depicting Fetty himself, and there are a few showing him and his trap queen just in case you want to plan an evening of pie cooking with Bae. Fetty, I can't even read this because it's so funny. I think that's pretty awesome. I think I might have to go download the Fetty Wap emoji pack. Fetty Wap's emoji pack is available through Mojo Keyboard for iPhone. Honestly, the 100 emoji is becoming passé at this point and is nice. 1738 is more suitable way to express one's enthusiasm. Though Fetty Wap's emoji pack likely won't be nearly as successful as the Kim Kardashian one, which at one point was reportedly earning about $1 million per minute? Holy shit. It definitely will add some nice change to constant accumulating bankroll. $1 million per minute? That's freaking nuts. Well, Fetty Wap, I definitely will purchase your emoji pack over Kim Kardashian's. So you have my business, and I hope everyone else will support Fetty Wap in his venture with emojis. So 2 Chainz made $2 million off of dabbing Santa sweatshirts. That's pretty crazy. 2 Chainz ranked in the money with his dabbing sweater, Santa sweater. Unless you avoid all forms of social media, you probably saw the dabbing Santa sweater at least once over the holiday season. 2 Chainz made sure of it. The rapper created some timely Christmas-themed merch, capitalizing off the dabbing trend, and it moved units. According to Forbes, the rapper made $2 million off the dabbing sweaters. Thankfully, Titty Boy isn't just pocketing all that money. He's going to do some good for the community with it. The rapper says a lot of the money went towards his TRU Foundation, with the foundation using some of the money to pay for the entire year's rent and new furniture for single mothers out in Plemento, Georgia. 2 Chainz says there was a lot of trial and error in creating the perfect pieces for the Christmas merchandise. Me and my team were trying to come up with some successful designs to get our merch moving. We took the dab, which is a trend, and we have been turning it into a business. We played around with a few designs. We realized what my fan base wants to see, he continued. I don't want people just to think this was an overnight success. We have been trying to a bunch of designs for a couple of years now. This is just timing meets opportunity. There's the whole dab thing, and Atlanta's always been somewhere that actually moves the culture a little bit. We have been the backbone of hip-hop for the past couple of years, so with dabbing coming out in Atlanta, it just began to grow legs and started moving on its own. So that's cool. So maybe a couple of you out there bought the dabbing Santa sweaters for Christmas. I hope you guys are definitely enjoying those. Good for him. He's definitely following in like Jadakiss is doing, and Jay-Z and all the other rappers are using some of their exposure to create brands and keep it moving. So this is definitely a nice story for the holidays. French Montana received $1 million check from Puffy, and he's giving it all to charity. So this story comes from hotnewhiphop.com, and this is French Montana ain't keeping $1 of Puffy's generous Christmas bonus to himself. Remy Boy Monty was given an epic Christmas gift by Fetty Wap in the form of a $140K BMW, but the rapper who received the most valuable present was French Montana, who was given not a car or a chain, but a check for $1 million by his boss, Sean Puffy Combs. However, TMZ now reports that French Montana is not spending any of the money on himself. Instead, he's regifting the entire $1 million to his own charity, which he recently started in the South Bronx, to help schools and young kids. So that's real cool. I'm glad to see that these rappers are giving back, and they're helping the community and starting their own charities and helping people in their own community. It's definitely a good look, and more people need to do that. So I just want to give you guys another quick update. So Thursday nights we will be doing the Enemy Hour, and then Sunday nights we'll be doing the Sunday Night Stew. And if you don't know what the Sunday Night Stew is, it's a mixture of all forms of news, political, local, anything that's going on in the world. And then Thursday nights is going to be mainly hip-hop with a little bit of sports put in there. So if you guys like either one, be sure to check it out. Check me out on Twitter, DJ Enemy Child. Or you can go out and check on the old interweb on thegoldennetwork.biz, and all those podcasts are up there alongside my fellow podcasters. And they do some great work, and there's definitely a lot of different things up there, so go check them out. thegoldennetwork.biz. Also check me out on Facebook, DJ Enemy Child, for all your updates. And that's it. So this last story is probably no surprise. The NBA has officially suspended Matt Barnes for his fight with Derek Fisher. Definitely not a surprise to me. The NBA has officially announced that Matt Barnes will be suspended from the Memphis Grizzlies for the next 2 games, stemming the fight he had with Knicks head coach Derek Fisher back in October. The incident, which took place just as the NBA preseason was getting underway, was the byproduct of intimate relationship that Fisher was having with Barnes' estranged wife, Gloria Govan. Barnes lost his cool and stormed into Gloria's house when he got a call from one of his sons who told him that Mommy's friend Derek is here. Well, Barnes was forced to sit Tuesday night against the Heat and Saturday's matchup against the Jazz. Fisher won't be punished by the league. The Knicks will visit the FedEx Forum in Memphis on Saturday, January 16th, so that should be one to keep your eyes out on. Definitely interesting. You can't sleep with people's wives and not expect to get your ass beat. But, it happens. People are going to kick each other's asses over everything. So, that was the Enemy Hour this week. It's a little bit shorter, but I promise in 2016 we will be going strong and we will definitely be on the grind. So everybody have a great New Year. I hope everyone had a great holiday. So I will see you guys next time. This is DJ Enemy Child on the GoldenNetwork.biz. I'll check you guys later. What's good, everybody? It's your boy DJ Enemy Child back with Hip Hop Weekly, the Enemy Hour. Big shout out to everybody